So Kelly, is it true the insurance companies incentivize you to promote the IUL? Yeah, that's absolutely true. So I decided to do a part 3 on the IULs. I've got a part 1 and a part 2. Those are the thumbnails. You can find those on my page. But I thought today I would do just a quick part 3. And again, as I have said before, if this is the first one that you watch, I do not bash IULs. I do not bash whole life. I find it very unfortunate that our industry, the insurance industry, whole life practitioners and IUL practitioners blow each other up, when in fact they're just a tool. They're just a different tool. One's a hammer, one's a screwdriver. Maybe one's a Phillips head and one's a flathead. Very similar in function, but they have slightly different strategy. But here is something to take into consideration, and it's totally okay. If I were to be working with you and we looked at, you wanted to see an IUL, I'd really recommend you watch these 2 videos. There's a couple factors you need to take into consideration when considering these. If I were to be laying out an IUL with the exact same premium as a whole life policy, and we're just comparing these 2 together, I make significantly more commission on the IUL policy. They pay me a lot more to do that. And I will often ask a client when we're looking at the differences between the 2, and I'll ask them, I'll go, any guesses as to why that is? Why would the insurance company pay me a lot more? The same premium, virtually the same death benefit, what's the reason? And a handful of people get it right, but most don't. And it's really simple. It's because the IUL puts the risk on you and removes it from the insurance company. And this is why you often see IULs, or certainly the IULs that are competitive, are issued by stock insurance companies, not the mutual. Now, mutual companies have IULs, but for the most part, they're not as competitive as the stock insurance companies. And I know if you're an insurance guy, there could be some outliers out there. I get it, but just characteristically, that's true. So when you're with a mutual company in a whole life policy, you're an owner of the company. The company has to be frugal. They've got to be good with their expenses. They got to meet their obligations, and they need to return a dividend. With an IUL, with a stock-based company, that risk is completely removed. Your performance is 100% just based upon the index. So because it's a removal of the risk on the insurance company, they will pay me more to deliver those kind of policies. Just something to consider. The risk is put on you. And in many cases, as I explained in those 2 videos, in many cases later on, that can become an issue. And typically people later in life is when they really want that insurance to be permanent and solid without any doubts and without any questions. So it's just another thing to take into consideration. And I am fully disclosed on that when I'm working with somebody. Look, if this fits, if you understand these things and this is going for you, fantastic. But please understand, when I'm talking about the whole life over here, it actually is less incentive for me. So I am unbiased in this right now, because I want to just make sure what you get, you understand, you have all the information, all the details, you go home, you vote on it, and you know exactly what you got. That's my purpose. So hey, if you find this valuable, please like it, please share it, please leave me a comment. You can go to financialcaffeine.com. I have a video you can watch. That's me laying out exactly how I do what I do and how it relates to you. I've got an audiobook you can download. Then you can go to financialcaffeine.com/survey, fill out some simple information and get on my calendar. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed. Have a great day.